For the secularist, the concept of sin is merely a construct of the human mind. To those who advocate a universe without a creator, well, then there's no such thing as right or wrong, and there's no good or evil there. In this amoral existence, there's just behavioral preferences and power that changes hand as the weak become strong and the strong become weak. We can do as we please, so long as we have the power to do so. And since our actions won't be judged by a higher being in some afterlife, they will cost us nothing beyond the grave, since there's nothing beyond this life. The animalistic philosophy, the weak are meat and the strong will eat, sums up this secular mentality quite well. Of course, these are absurd notions, for there is right and wrong, and there is good and evil, because there is a righteous God who defines what is righteous and sinful. Accordingly, God has declared that humanity is collectively sinful, and that is an all-inclusive statement. Everybody's included in that. Some would argue that there have been some great examples of human morality, and surely those people shouldn't be deemed as sinful. Take, for example, Martin Luther, the man who brought about a great reformation in Christianity. Sadly, he was also a raving anti-Semite who hated Jewish people. Then there's Mohandas Gandhi, who was a great peacemaker and proponent of human rights. Surely he'd be exempt from the label of sinful, right? However, Gandhi confessed to beating his wife, was fixated with perverse sexuality, and gave himself the self-serving title Mahatma, which means great soul. Perhaps a great American would serve as one who could rise above the sinful nature of humanity, someone like Abraham Lincoln. Yes, Lincoln was the great emancipator of the African slaves. He held the Union together through the blight of the Civil War, and he fought to keep the South from being humiliated after the war had ended. The only problem is that he was a vicious politician, a sullen and detached husband, and a strong advocate of deporting all the African slaves back to places like Africa or Haiti and Brazil as soon as the war ended. This is precisely why in the book of Romans we're reminded of this fact. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. You see, even the best and most moral among us are sinful, fallen creatures. No single element of humanity has escaped the infection of sin. If we look deep enough, even the greatest humans have a dark and twisted side. We are all prone to lying, stealing, envy, murder, perversion, violence, and a litany of other dark deeds that are found in the catalog of sinfulness. This propensity on the part of humans to break God's law and hurt others and ourselves is a witness of our fallen condition and the need for redemption that is found only in Jesus Christ.